No, it's a good demo. It's a good demo.
Do you like it?
I do. It sounds.
That's me. That's me singing.
It is.
It's me singing. That's me on my demo.
It. Trust me, it couldn't possibly be anybody else.
It's distinctive, right? It's unique.
Super distinctive.
Yeah. Does it sound good though?
It's super distinctive.
It is distinctive.
Yeah.
When I think of my music, distinctive, thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that. And distinctive means great, right? It means like unique, marketable.
There's literally nobody else that I know of that is doing what you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Certainly not in the world of pop music.
What do you think of all the spoken word stuff? Does it work?
It's a little discordant at first.
Yeah.
But then you just kind of zone out a little bit.
Yeah, because I have a lot of opinions, and like they didn't fit nicely within the lyrics, so I stopped the song to kind of talk about some stuff that was on my mind, and then went back. And like I think it works.
That's what I was wondering. It sounds like she's not even singing the song anymore. It's just
I had a bunch of stuff I needed to say.
Right, and you worked it out. I'm assuming.
Yeah. And well, my producer was like, "You only have this space for like 10 more minutes. We cannot extend." And I was like, "Great, let's just like put a break in the song where I'm just talking about stuff that I think is true."
Yeah, and the guy Carl that you mentioned. So this is a real guy.
Yeah.
And did you end up telling him it was over? It sounded like you were pretty upset with him.
I was pretty upset. I was working out some stuff during that session.
Ophelia. So how'd your pitch go? Did it go like I said it would go?
It went really well. He told me it was super distinctive.
So it went exactly like you said.
It went super well. That was the word we were hoping he would use, right? That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, I mean, we had a lot of filler in there,
Filler?
Yeah, I mean, is that the wrong term?
I mean, I have a lot of thoughts and a lot of like opinions that like I feel like I need to get out somehow. Yeah, and like I think in the middle of that, where there would be a bridge, I just put a bunch of things that I think are true.
Yeah, I get that.
You were there.
Yeah, and these are things that fill your mind, right?
Yeah.
And are starting to fill a lot of your tracks. So that's why I called them filler. It wasn't that I think your opinions don't matter. I just there's a lot of them, almost more of those than music. And
so when do you think like the tour is going to be booked?
I mean,
like, when do you think I'm going to be on the road?
I think you're getting a little ahead of yourself. I've been in the business for a while. Usually we start selling, selling albums and stuff before we book tours. But,
what do you think? Like $1 million, 2 million, something to start? Do you think that's like?
I think that's fair.
Yeah, I think that's fair. That's like a reasonable expectation.
Yeah. And you are very reasonable in my experience.
I'm nothing if not reasonable.
Then you are everything. You're one of my favorites, Ophelia.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I think you're going places.
Never tell anybody my real name. Never tell anybody.
Greg, we can't keep her on the label anymore.
I'm fine with that.
It's not music. It's not working. She's just talking the whole time.
I know. I just don't like being the middleman because I'm really scared of her. Have you actually listened to the things that she's saying on these tracks?
Greg, listen, I feel that, but she's sold two albums. 2.
Yeah.
One of them I think you purchased.
I did because I was scared. And the other was like a stepbrother or something. I don't know. She calls him that, but I don't think they're even related remotely.
Greg, we've been working together a long time, and this pattern of you being afraid to tell artists that we can't keep them, you gotta let her know.
I think there's a pattern for a reason, okay? And I don't think it's gonna get better. I'm scared, all right?
We can't keep managing artists that you're just afraid of.
Well, you gotta stop putting them in my lap. Give me someone who's soft, who's just plays and doesn't talk all the time.
I don't know anybody like that.
We got to find someone. Clarissa, I mean, I've had a crush on you since middle school, man, and I'm just here to help you get your business off the ground, but this has got to be a partnership. I feel like you're just bullying me like you did back in 8th grade, and you just like to see me scared and trembling.
I'm not trying to bully you. I'm trying to run a business here. And this artist that we have, we can't keep her around.
Okay. Well, the last thing Ophelia said to me was, if I don't sell 1 million albums, I will murder you in your sleep. She said, you will wake up with pictures of yourself sleeping on your phone. I live alone still. You know how scary that is? You imagine that.
Yeah, Big Red Records can't have a murder trial here, okay? Sir? Sir? I can't hear. Is this a new kind of performance?
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I was speaking mentally. Honey, I'm sorry. I was internally absorbing the music of this Ophelia. I found her CD on your desk.
Oh, you did?
And, yeah, and it spoke to me.
It did.
Yeah, it's like she spoke from her heart, and it said a lot of things I was feeling.
Huh. Really? You connected with her screaming and
her pain and her internal turmoil. Yeah. Cassandra, can I speak off the record for a second?
Absolutely, please.
Honey, I know we've been married for a good 12 years. But what Ophelia spoke to my heart was that those 12 years were really mental torment. And it really resonated with me. I hope I'm not upsetting you in any way.
No, this is good. So you think this artist can go somewhere? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I don't know anything about music. You're the music expert. All I know is she spoke to my heart and told me I should leave right now.
Wait, you're leaving? You're telling me how much you love one of my artists, and
Yes.
now you're leaving?
The last 12 years was really a sham. I felt we had something in the first year, but the last 11 really weren't doing it for me.
What do you mean the last 11? We took those cruises. We went to the Bahamas.
If I may, like Ophelia said, you ripped my heart out of my chest and stomped on it on the floor in the kitchen.
Oh my gosh. It's not even music.
Welcome to divorce, Broseph. You are going to have a good time as a single gentleman again. Ha ha!
Oh, Sammy. Oh, I don't know how much I've needed this.
Listen, I was where you were when I left Cassandra. I was like, man, I don't know what's going to happen. And then, I found life again, and I found booze again. And here I am, fun guy. Fun guy.
Sammy, I wasn't allowed to have a drink the last 12 years, and I've been drinking like crazy the last week.
Oh, no, drinking is not allowed in marriage. Not with Cassandra, no.
I should have listened to you when as my best man, we're like, don't do it.
Don't do it. Been there. Don't do that. You should have taken my calls for 12 years, man. You blocked my number.
I wasn't allowed to answer the phone.
No, she doesn't know. No phones allowed in marriage. No booze, no phones, no talking to people. No.
I feel so free now.
She made a tactical error leaving that CD out for you to listen to.
Right.
You're free now.
I
Free
am.
now. We're both.
Uh,
Ah!
Sammy, I want to strip naked and run on the beach.
Let's do it. Let's strip naked and run on the beach. I did it. First thing I did when I left, I'm like, I'm free. I'm free.
Yeah. I was so limited.
So limited.
Ah,
They don't let you take your clothes off when you're married. They don't let you strip naked. They give you your wedding suit. You're like, gotta wear this. You get to shower again, man.
Yeah, I smell terrible.
That's what you do. They sign you up. They say, no booze, no phones, no showering, no nudity.
That's love.
That's love for you. Love, man. It runs you ragged.
Yeah.
Sammy. Hey, Sammy, do you have one of your little friends down there?
Yeah, Mom.
Okay.
Too loud.
Hey, Sammy, I'm putting some pizza rolls in the oven. Do you want some?
Can you put extra in, please, Mom?
Of course, Sammy. You're my favorite little boy.
Oh, I love you, Mom.
You know what? I'm so glad that you dropped that lady friend of yours, and now that you're back home living with me. Oh.
You know what? Every night that I went to sleep with my wife, I put your face on her, Mom. Not in a sex way. Not in a sex way.
Well, that's good. That's good. No, that's all right. Your father did the same thing. God rest his soul.
God rest his soul.
Yeah,
he used to.
He loved his mother more than he loved me. And not in a sex way, but
No, you can't love your mother in a sex way. You don't. That's in the good book. They don't let you do that, Mom. Those pizza rolls are going to be great. Can you leave them in to make them extra crispy, please?
Of course, sweetie. Do you want some of the red fruit punch with them too?
Yeah, get the red fruit punch and put a couple ice cubes in there so it tastes tingly on our tongues.
All right, hey, Sammy, look, I'm gonna put these in and then have them all extra crispy for you. I'm just gonna leave them on the table because, look, since your father passed, God rest his soul.
God rest his soul. We almost did.
I'm going out with a gentleman tonight. I know you had a rough time after you break up, and now that you're living the single life, it's been kind of empty. But
it's the mailman, isn't it?
Well, no, it's the mailman. He's my 9 o'clock, and then 11 o'clock I'm going out with Pastor Doug. He's a pastor, not a reverend. It's okay.
No, I know he's not a reverend. You call him Reverend Doug, he corrects you. He's that sort of guy.
Yeah. So I don't know how late I'll be out. I mean, but you got your pizza rolls and you can have your friends over and you guys can talk about how great life is.
That's what we talk about, Mom, here in the basement, is middle-aged men eating pizza rolls. How great life is. Life is great.
Yep. Love you, sweetie.
Love you, Mom.
And so you say that's your son.
That's my son. That's my son. He's a good boy. He's working really hard trying to do something with his life, and
I'm gonna level with you. That was the debut album of the Cranberries.
Huh.
And I know that because I produced that album.
Okay. But he recorded it. Like he pressed play on one tape cassette and then pressed record play on the other tape cassette. And he did such a good job.
You know what? If that's what he was going for, he did a great job. Will you excuse me 1 second?
Sure.
Security? Yeah. Yeah, no, it's an 850. Where's Doug? Really? I had no idea. Is his family okay? All right, well, just send Louis. No, pretty quick. You should just be living.